Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tangi Patton, and welcome to Sonoma County. Mother Nature at her finest can be found in a number of places here, but one of my very favorite, Benziger vineyards. And I'm with Chris Benziger, and Benziger is long been the leader in organic farming, biodynamic farming, and now you all have just won like Business of the Year in Sonoma?
Yeah, that's a great honor. You know, Sonoma Valley having a very rich history in the wine business. Yeah. We were the first winery to ever be awarded Best Business of the Year. So that's a real honor. And it's neat because you're voted by your community, you know, all the other businesses in town. So that award really means a lot. It really kind of hits the old heartstrings in winning that one.
Well, and I always love, number one, when I see your wine in a store on a restaurant list, I'm always drawn to it because I know about how you all practice such great farming here.
Yeah, and it's a neat thing here, biodynamic farming.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a wonderful method of farming because you're kind of bringing life back into the property. And growing up here as a kid, I watched this property kind of get a little sickly from our very traditional methods of farming using chemicals, and then reviving it back with the principles of biodynamic. And it's amazing, year after year, we kind of increase the biological capital, I like to call it, of this piece of property. Here's some great eggplant right here. You can see this wonderful, beautiful eggplant. You have pomegranate tree that's ready to be harvested behind you. I got some chives here. They look like they need a little water, but they're doing okay. Fig trees, I got peach, some citrus over here, a beautiful lime tree. So yeah, and here is basically with our gardens, this all fits into the whole biodynamic story of biodiversity. Yeah. So not just the pretty flowers here attracting insects, but also garden beds, pastures, wetlands, olive groves. The idea is to kind of go back to the day where you had these beautiful French country estates where they had a checkerboard of different plants and animals in their farm, you know, or an old Mediterranean estate out there where they had olive groves and wheat fields and vineyards and pastures and then just open land, you know, going fallow. All this stuff because it all worked in a beautiful kind of cycle of nature.
With any bottle of wine you drink from any vineyard, there's always a story behind every bottle. But with the Benziger, this is such an incredible story. It's like, look at the glass and think of a little piece of heaven on earth, right, really?
Well, and you hit it on because we're talking about all the gardens and, you know, the eggplant and the pomegranates, but really what it's all about is this whole idea of biodynamics is all about authenticity. We want to kind of, what biodynamic does is guarantee site specificity, and what that is basically terroir. This way, we get all these artificial inputs out of the way and just really drive down to what the unique flavor is on this piece of land. And that's what it's all about. So the bottle of wine that comes off here has, I like to think, 4 fingerprints. It has the fingerprint of the varietal character. It tastes like a Cabernet. It has the fingerprint of the vintage. You know, it's a mini time capsule of that wonderful year, this year 2010, all the nuances, the trials and tribulations. Then it has the fingerprint of the land, the terroir, what's below the ground and around it. And then the 4th fingerprint is that fingerprint of passion of the winemaker, so he can kind of put all his emotions and his craft work in that. So biodynamic gives us those 4 fingerprints.